Hi Veganessy friends! Today, you are traveling to Montreal with us and I hope you enjoy it!
Wow! Check out the biosphere!
We are the tourists here, can you tell?
Jeez.
That's beautiful biosphere. Upon entering, we are greeted with a gigantic living wall, each section representing a different season. We decided to start at the top of the biosphere and work our way down.
Oh, so the biosphere doesn't actually have a glass encasing. I thought it was glass encased.
The biosphere was actually part of Expo 67 built by United States. It was a symbol of what the future could look like. The biosphere was actually a pavilion, a summer house, an enclosure that was covered by 1,900 acrylic panels and housed a multi-storied flower display. In 1968, it was gifted to Montreal as a symbol of friendship between the United States and Canada. The building stood untouched for 10 years until disaster struck. During some routine maintenance, the dome lit on fire. The metallic structure remains, but the panels were never replaced. After, it was converted to the museum that we see today.
I think this is all about how to incorporate large cities into nicer living spaces by creating spaces that are respectful to the ecosystem and developing neighborhoods around green and blue infrastructure. Oh yes, this is what I want. See right here, I want this.
That is my greenhouse.
Yeah.
I would love to have a house over the and then covered by the greenhouse.
We're now going down the stairs.
Look at this, my favorite. Be the change you want to see in the world.
Here's a neat game. It teaches you about how to help the Earth maintain its temperature based on a particular climate that is randomly selected for you. For example, the tropics, desert, or the Arctic. Your task is to maintain an ideal temperature. A number of carbon dioxide molecules are released into the air, which causes the temperature to grow. Since that entraps more heat in the climate, you have to do what you can to remove the carbon dioxide from the air.
Here, we are learning about how houseplants can make the air inside of your home better.
Next, we visit a small indoor pond, which is a representation of a small ecosystem showing the amount of life that lives within each crevice. Oh, what are you guys eating?
We're eating a wrap.
Kind of a wrap.
It's a bean burrito wrap
Bean burrito wrap.
made by Veganessy Kitchen. So we are here at the bottom of Biosphere, where you can observe nature, and you can have a picnic, and you have a wide place play around for the kids, especially. It's beautiful, it's so refreshing. Wait na tayo.
Next, we went to the Planetarium where we saw two feature films, which is Birth of Planet Earth and Space Explorers, the ISS Experience. Sophia and Alea, how's the show? Did you fall asleep? No? I was going in and out of sleep. Yeah, so relaxing and mesmerizing. Next, we learned that meteoroids form very similarly to planets. Here are 3 ways to tell if something is a meteoroid. 1. The rock will have black fusion crust. 2. Barren particles which can be detected by a small magnet. And 3rd, an irregular shape. This is the old optical mechanical projector that was used in the planetarium. It was used to project an accurate representation of the night sky. It could show the stars' positions during any point in time, whether past, present, or future. Our next stop is the Botanical Gardens.
Yeah, there is some lighting up. But let's go check it out because the Chinese garden looks really great.
All these bonsai trees.
Bonsai trees are my favorite.
Yeah, I love them. Magnificent.
Oh, it's very interesting rock formation. This is the miniature.
So we came from here, yeah, over here.
Are you guys cold?
After the Chinese garden, we went to the children's play area where the kids had so much fun.
Moi je veux juste faire le barreau. Oh mais là, viens, on va faire le barreau.
Yeah.
Next, we visited the Cosmo Dome. We explored 2 general parts. The first part involved a mission of us going to the red planet. This involves solving puzzles and moving between rooms, which was great fun for the kids. In the second part, we saw a scaled model of the solar system and other space artifacts. This is Voyager 1, the farthest satellite humans have ever sent. Its current goal is to explore the solar system beyond the neighborhood of the outer planets to the solar limits of the sun's sphere and possibly beyond. Here we see an accurately scaled model of the solar system. This little dot in front is Pluto, and the giant yellow thing in the back is the sun. Below each planet, we have an idea of what that planet's surface would look like. Mercury is interesting because it has no atmosphere, therefore no way to regulate its temperature. During the day, its temperature is 430 degrees Celsius or 800 degrees Fahrenheit, while at night, it's minus 180 degrees or 290 degrees Fahrenheit. Venus is also extremely hot because it is the second planet from the Sun. We have launched 2 probes into it. Only one successfully survived the intense heat and pressure. Here is what the surface looks like. Earth's position to the Sun is unique in that it allows for water to exist. closer to the sun and the oceans would evaporate, farther and all water would be frozen. This is also the place we call home. Mars, our closest neighbor, also known as the red planet. We've always wondered whether it has water. A lot of evidence points to the fact that Mars once had water, but the rovers has confirmed that all water is now gone from the surface. The most interesting thing about Jupiter is of course the Great Red Spot, an anticyclonic storm with wind speeds of up to 432 km per hour. Its surface is completely gas, like all planets past Mars. Saturn, the prettiest of all the planets, and its rings of floating ice that reflects the sun. But its most interesting feature are its moons. Titan, one of the moons, has a dense atmosphere which never allowed us to see the surface. Here we see a probe that successfully landed, finally revealing the surface. Here is Uranus. It was the first planet discovered by a telescope. Little is known about the planet except that it's a gas planet. Neptune, the last of the gas giants. Its rotation around the sun takes 164.8 Earth years, and it has one of the most dynamic atmospheres in the solar system. Pluto is not a planet, it is a dwarf planet. It belongs to a set of objects that are orbiting the sun, also known as trans-Neptunian objects. It is the second largest object orbiting the sun at that distance. The first is Eris. Look at this awesome model of the space rocket that took us to the moon. This is a model of the Space Shuttle Discovery. Unfortunately, the exhibit was closed, so we could not see it up close. That's it, Veganesi friends. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video with our Montreal adventure.